All right, hello. It is Saturday night. We are back for another stream and looking forward to it. Finishing up this Hexa Gear Monoceros tonight. Pretty sure that will happen. Starting up something new, hopefully. And yeah, what else? It's good to be back. I'm going to jump into the chat, say hello, and all that good stuff. Before I do, a couple quick things. Number one, if you enjoy these streams, please do hit that like button. It helps more people see the stream, which I think is a good thing. Number two, we are giving away a Hexa Gear Bulkarm Alpha tonight, so stay tuned for that, for the instructions and number range and all that stuff for that as we try to give that away tonight. We do also have Super Chat and the Streamlabs donations enabled currently, and any revenue from that goes towards backup prizes. So if you're feeling particularly generous tonight, that would be helpful as always. And finally, we are running a Hexa Gear sale this weekend, so if you enjoyed watching the build of this so far or enjoy watching it tonight, maybe you want to pick up one for yourself or something else from the line, you can use code HexaGear15 for 15% off all in-stock Hexa Gear over at mechawarehouse.com. And with that all said, let's jump into the chat, say hello, and get started. What's up, Thomas Christmas, Lucas Park, Dylan Dull, Wolfpack, Bird Soup, Pockets, Real Time 88, Jesse Larios, Kyle Walter, Jason S, Juicebox, Maverick, Entity, Death, Matthew, Russ, Itazaku, Andrew C, Go Zero, Anthony Mahoney, Lego Yoda, Marine Vice, Lord Kronos, Sam Carroll, Rob Sadler, Argent Griever. Hello? Or is that... No, that's the message. Blank username. Adam Champo, Jason S, Erfig, Mohoho, Mark D, Hunter Thomas, Kilo Delta, Stealthy Bedlam, Thomas Christmas, David Codd, Marine Vice already ordered my Hexa Gear stuff, the LZ and the War Mage, nice, good picks. What's up, Charlie Santiago, Bobby Burley, what's up? Right here, I gotta pay for my dings and den anyway. What's up? What's the average height Hexa Gear? Looks so small. So not all Hexa Gear is this small. These are the governors, which are, this one is a little bit over 2 inches tall, which I think is fairly common for most of the governors. The other Hexa Gear models are larger though. I don't have any built. I probably should do one of those on stream sometime too. Phoenix Soldier, what's up? I think that's everyone, so I'm going to jump into it. How's everyone doing? What's everybody up to this evening? Anybody else building? All that good stuff. Governors are small, so they can ride the other models. Right, exactly. I think there are some big Hexa Gear power suits. They definitely are. How does the giveaway work? Lucas, periodically throughout the stream, I'm going to ask for an answer to a question and a number in a range. We then randomly select a number within that range. And if your number is called, you win. If nobody's number gets called, we draw again later in the stream. I'm going to kit some more. Probably some colors for the pre-production type. Oh, that's a cool concept. Start the FM aerial tonight. Nice, it's a good kit. I enjoyed that. Darnlot bought and built the Rose Governor and the Motor Punisher, and it is big. Okay, there you go. There's a Bunko Caprico I ordered from you today. Excited to start that one. Awesome, we know how that one goes. If you compare the complexity to other graded series, this is a fairly decent kit. It's kind of like really, really small high grade in a lot of ways, I'd say. Nick, congrats on the new edition. Thanks, Joe. One gun I dug out of the closet. MG Camper. Spark does the best MG I've built in some time. My MG 100 Zaku Gunner. Such a great kit from Sea Destiny. Awesome. Okay. J19. Where's my runner J1? Drinking away again, laying in bed. Got a nasty stomach bug last night. That's a bummer. Hope you're feeling better or start feeling better. Just setting up my paint booth today. I'm going to finally finish clear coating my MGXE I started last year, so I can panel line it. Hexa Gear is compatible with HGs. I don't think directly the joints and stuff are going to be different. Some parts might be the same. You probably could get creative and kit bash it, but they're two different manufacturers, so there's going to be some limits there. Okay, K1 to 4. I missed the last few weeks, but I'm happy to be back now. Welcome back, FTL Drive, which is high-res asteroid raid. Power today, there'll be 40 different parts, including entire runner of hand parts. Those are the worst things in extra parts, I guess. It's true anti-price by the runner. This is the most overpriced kit I've built so far, but it looks fantastic. Joints are hexagonal, and it wouldn't be as secure if it was not modified HG pegs. I mean, some things in here are round, so. Imagine an HG could hold the Hexa's weapon. That's probably true. I mean, the swords for this look like they could fit a HG kit pretty well. I hope everybody else's day was good. I felt pretty productive today. Slept in. I was actually relatively well rested this morning. Got some stuff done. And then Kate had to bring one of my sons to a birthday party, so I took my other son bike shopping. Checked out a local bike shop. He's due for a new bike. Outgrowing his old one. And that was just his birthday recently, so I'm thinking that's his birthday gift. I'm trying to see if we can find a decent one that'll fit him without breaking the bank. And then we came home and played Open RA Rid Alert. If anyone's played that, it's very nostalgic for me. It's basically a more or less a remake of Command & Conquer Red Alert. How's Kate doing postpartum? Kate's doing very well, I'd say. I mean, she's tired because she's kind of on the hook for all the feedings and stuff. So I'm sure she would love an 8-hour straight stretch of sleep, but other than that, she's doing, I'd say, really well. I honestly can't really imagine what it must feel like to not get any more than, like, I don't know, 3-4 hours worth of sleep in a shot for weeks. But I think she's more cut out for that than I am. I don't think I could function that way. Got an emulation on my PC this week, starting with the GameCube games, so it's there's mostly nostalgia by Paper Mario and the 1,000-Year Door. Interesting. There was a period where we were emulating the Genesis and N64. Kid and I were having a blast doing that, but that was probably 10 plus years ago. And with 3D printer dry printing off the Rising Freedom from the Bandai release. Leak, not release. So what's the deal with the leak? Was it actually kits or was it just game model files? Because I'm hearing some mixed stuff and I haven't looked deeply into it. How are you managing splitting work and taking care of the youngling? I'd say fairly well, but only because the team's doing pretty well without me a lot. The last couple of weeks I've only made it in basically 2 days a week. This coming week I should be back closer to full time. I'll probably be in like 4 out of the 5 days is the plan. Which should be good. I gotta get caught up on some stuff over there. How are your sons doing so far with having a little sister? Good. I'm fairly excited about it. I think they're doing a lot better than my oldest did when my second was born. Because I think it was a much bigger shock for him than the shock is now. Just DM'd you, how do you have any more of the Mecha Warehouse Challenge coins? And welcome back. We do have some 2022 and 2023 coins left. So I'll take a look at that DM. Might not be tonight because I'm sure I'm going to be rushing off to the rescue for Kate in case she needs a hand. But probably tomorrow or Monday I can get back to you on that and get you some coins. A few were full CAD files, but most were game models. Or they were actually model kits. So I heard, but I was talking to somebody yesterday that said that they heard that it was just game files. Okay, J1 11 or 7. It's got to go bent or straight. I guess let's go with the bent. I'll always change it after. 5 specific models, including their part design and CAD form, were put in without encryption. The one image that showed a bunch of models altogether. Most of those 5 in different poses. One of my pre-orders is coming in on income. Super excited because it's earlier than I was expecting. How I create. Well, unfortunately, we don't really control when things arrive for the most part. Usually more our distributors, but glad it's coming in ahead of expectations for you. I ended up pre-ordering the RGF Beyond today. Nice. I feel like those are going to show up fairly soon. I haven't heard anything specifically, but they're showing up overseas, so we're bracing for the arrival of those. It's going to be probably one of our top 3 kits in terms of quantity received, I think, when they all show up. Whereas just got through with running around my son being born last year. Now he just runs everywhere. Thank you. Good times. Both looking forward to and not looking forward to this newest edition getting on her feet and running around. And spending $130 million just to give away models for free, right? One free model was the most focused on because it was not something already out. It's not like we had a MG Dom Tropin leak though, so it's all just bad for me. If they were actually model files, then it was just stupid. They should have been completely isolated from their game. There's absolutely no reason to publish those in the same place or to have them hosted in the same place. It's very, very rudimentary security stuff to do that. Yo, what's up, Nick? And everyone, what's up, Blasphemy Builds? What's this cheapest kit you have? I don't know. It's probably maybe an artifact would be the cheapest. I guess they had them for future promotional work, but did not bother to secure them. Yeah, I bet somebody's got cheered out for that one. Delaware, but I just wanted to check to see if you guys had the baby. So congratulations, we did 2 weeks ago. Back on the 3rd. Looking at having a week off where I have to stay at my feet. Planning on spending it building. It's a good way to do it. Are we getting any Star Trek kits in? I can't say that we have had any. I think we maybe have access to some. They seem to be like a different breed of manufacturers for the most part. I don't think a lot of the ones we normally work with now have any. There we go, so that's one arm right there, all attached. Now to the other side. I could see that being of interest though to some of our customers. I mean, some of the Star Wars stuff does okay. Should take a look and see if we have any sources for that. Finished off painting the PGU inner frame this week, and I've hit that milestone burnout phase. PGs are a lot of work. I could totally see it happening. Any real military vehicles like Airfix. We don't carry any regular vehicle model kits for the most part. I think the closest we get to any sort of traditional vehicle models would be like the Trueno, which is like a car, but it's an anime car, so I guess it's different. Usually hit a wall once I finish the body, arms, and head, but Archie God is weird to me. He builds my feet up. What's up, Forest Ghost? How are you? Doing good, man. How's the baby treating you? Good, she's doing good. Only rough part has been the last week or so. She's gone from falling asleep relatively easily to being seemingly wired and overstimulated or something, and I need to be on my feet forever to get her to fall asleep. There's worse things, I guess, but it's kind of a pain. A couple should start at the feet, right? Or better yet, they should all. It blows my mind how long they wait in the instructions usually to put parts together. That's like the main place where I skip ahead, is if I can put pieces together, I usually will. I don't know, I just need to see things going together. You just need a whispered jet stream attack to her. Does that work? The real secret is music seems to calm her down a lot. Play some good death metal and she gets chill most of the time. It'd be fine either way, but the consistency would be nice. If you start to like, you can't quote Forrest Gump. Lieutenant Gondan, she grows up to be the Dom fanatic equivalent to Ganko. I think after my RG God, I'm going to do the metallic coating Sazabi. Is that the HG or one of the other grades? Because I think there's a coating master grade and high grade, maybe even a real grade too. To absolutely torture myself. My oldest son was soothed by listening to Job for a Cowboy when he was an infant. Okay, J1 is 8 or 6. 8. Bought it on accident because I was rushing because we had a movie to catch, and indecision is a beast. HG metallic coating. Gotcha. I wonder how that one is in terms of nub marks and stuff. I feel like metallic coating type kits would be the ones that I would want to pay attention to reviews the most on, because the whole point of metallic coating kind of goes away if it's poorly done. It's weird when I painted my RG God Gundam, I did it one limit at a time. Interesting. What led to that? I'd love to get back up to my painting station and start painting again. I don't think I've painted anything since the Judge's Redacted build been so busy with stuff since then. Have to get back to work. Have a good evening, everyone. See you later, Mark D. Working my MG Galactic Freedom and needed a break, so I grabbed some Vallejo air paints. Decided to just paint one arm as a break. I became a running joke to myself. I mean, it's a more containable project, I guess. I'm kind of starting to finish up on it relatively quickly. Steer clear metallic titanium coating unless they're built from the ground up to be undergated. Or buy a kit with metallic coating, so the nubs I'd probably just paint one. It's kind of where I'm at now, Bobby. The MG Hyakushiki was very, very well done. You can tell that they had plans for it to be coated from the beginning. Okay, so the backpack goes on like so. There's 2 extra arms. That's cool. Get my kit bash painted, but can't get things to line up for it to happen. We get more of the nails line. Periodically was amazing. That's cool to hear. So started my second RG God, going to hyper mode. Just picked up like 6 different shades of gold. Looking forward to it. That's cool. You use like different shade of gold for each like original color, or is there some other scheme you have planned? Okay, so I got swords to do now. Yep, that's cool. Speaking of coating, Bandai really needs to make an unpainted RG Phoenix so we can paint it ourselves. It'd be nice if they did a like painting and non-painting version of some of those plated kits. It's like, for example, I've heard of people stripping the coating off of the MG Hyakushiki, but it seems like a waste to spend all that money on this nice coated kit to then strip it all off. I think I might end up taking the gunna markers to these swords at some point. They're like an injection metal, but I think they'd look better if they were painted metallic. Picture of it stripped actually looks pretty good. Yeah, I mean, imagine you could probably put a better paint job on it than the coating has if you know what you're doing. It's a shame to have to go through the extra work to undo something that essentially added cost to the kit in the first place. Oops. just let this stripped. Oh, interesting. It's just what, like white plastic or something? It had clear plastic underneath. I think something else. I don't think it's clear. There's maybe Aries and Taurus kits. Same here. What's up, Nick? I'm trying to think what color it was. Love it, Aries, absolutely. There's a lot of mobile suits, grunts especially from the Wing series, that I'd love if they made. Maybe some luck they'll get to him eventually. There haven't been any announcements about new HG from Wing yet. We just did the last of the main suits in HG, so I wonder if they're going to do an HG Papillon and Tallgeese at some point. What's the name of this song? Get Off My Hoverboard. Everyone watching from the hospital tonight. Hey, Mad Mike. Hope you or whoever you're with is doing okay. So P Bandai and perhaps Origin is going to be all seed for a while. Maybe, but they've done like one at a time for a little while. What the oldest kit you have at the warehouse is. Represent Labor brought a kit with me as well. Oh, nice. Well, congratulations in advance. Best of luck. The oldest kit you have at the warehouse is oldest in terms of copyright date, or oldest as in it's been physically in the warehouse the longest? Oldest in terms of production dates, probably one of the no grade, or not production, a copyright date. It would be one of the no grade G Gundam kits, maybe. sword to go. Curiosity, you remember the first kit you ever sold? I'm not sure about the first kit I ever sold, but the first kit that we sold after switching to the Shopify system and kind of starting the website up, going through the website software, was an MG Heavy Arms. Thank you. This is our second kit in a girls round. It better be our last. Still have no grades. I gotta get myself one. I think we do. They were reprinted relatively recently. Like sand off the tips of my fingers here, trying to get this mold line off the back of this blade. Yeah, on when scribing tape will come back in stock. Display? Probably soon. I think we got a display shipment that's on the water right now. I don't think if we have any scribing tape from anyone else right now. Well, hi Nick, it's hot season. What's up, Doug? Oh, the package delivery today to Monday. It's a bummer. Haunt season, just here checking until cast call. Okay. Tearing it up. I'm going to put up our first number range in question in a moment. Figured I'd just finish this piece off here. And actually, we can make the first question, which kit we build next. What are you working on? Sorry, I missed you guys. The Hexa Gear Governor Monoceros. Oops. Okay. Give posing this a try once I put up the number range. So close to getting the Blue Liger Zero, but I saw the MG, saw the Delta plus MG and changed my mind. Jim PPPR, that looks good, thank you. Darla talked me into getting me a Unicorn MG. What are you working on? Sorry, getting baby girl well. Yes. All is well here. Okay. I'm gonna mess around posing this. We're gonna put up the number range. In the meantime, the question will be which kit. So I've got a Demi Trainer here. Got the Delanza standard type, or the Figure-Eyes standard Soletta Mercury. So let's figure out the number range. Okay, so number range, we're going to do 1 to 750 and answer the question, which of those 3 kits should I start on next? So 1 to 750, which of those 3 kits should I start on next? Remember, 1 number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses. You must be present to win, and the answer to the question and the number have to be in the same comment for it to be a valid entry. While those are coming in, I don't know if someone's going to count them all. I'm probably not. I wonder if this can be posed to have both hands on the sword. Might require an alternate hand, maybe. Someone's go with their choice. That's probably a simpler way to do it. Okay. This thing's shitting armor and accessories like crazy over here. I think I'll take it. It's kind of like a half hold with the top hand. Not as good as Zoro's 3-sword style. Got some sort of cool action pose going here. Amazing how far pieces can fly to join NASA. At least I didn't need to get help from the stream in order to figure out where it went. Oh, that's pretty cool. Loses his face. I think I might continue putting decals on Gold Coat Yakashiki. Actually built new shells. Everything's great. God, it's gonna be bright, and I'm here for it. this hobby's playing with Aptrid's build for sure. I remember when I first got into it, I was way bigger on the, like, I'm going to repose every one of my kits every week. But that kind of goes out the window once you have more than like 3 kits. Just like not sure what to do with this second arm here. Something like that, maybe. It stands pretty well. Don't you like putting together Hexa Gear? This was a good kit. I enjoyed it. I might consider grabbing some more of the Hexa Gear governors after this, actually. I don't know that they're all this fantasful. I might try one of the like soldier ones next, but it's pretty cool. I think if I get some metallic marker on these blades and do just a little bit of stuff to it, it could look really good. It looks pretty good out of the box, honestly. I really like this pose and the fact that it could even pull off this two-handed sword pose. Is pretty cool too. But the Thor, still on the fence about that one. I'll have to look into it. I'd like to try one of the larger Hexa Gear kits at some point too. There we go. All right. Put these spare parts somewhere. And let's draw this number. I think we're gonna go with whoever the winner is, whatever they picked will be the one. So. Recouping loss of funds during summer, school bus driver life. Yeah, I imagine that'd be kind of tough. Okay. Calling time. What was the number range? 1 to 750, I think. Alright, 1 to 750, and the number is 323. And if no one wins, I guess I need another method to pick which one I'm going to do. Oh, wow. Okay, 2 first draw wins here. David Codd and the Toy Mechanic RN. Okay, so I guess we're breaking out the challenge coin. At least they voted for the same kit. Yeah, which kit did they vote for? Soletta. So I guess Soletta's next. Okay, so David and Toy Mechanic You guys can, whoever calls it first, we got heads or tails. We'll flip the coin for the winner, and then we will break open this Soletta, and I'll do my first figurized standard kit. Not one, not three, but two winners. Okay, looks like David called heads. So if it's tails, Toy Mechanic RN is the winner. I'm gonna flip the coin, catch it, flip the back of my hand. If I drop it, I retoss. Here we go. And it came up heads. Congratulations, David Codd. You can send an email to support@mechawarehouse.com with your info, and we should be able to get that out this week. Congrats, Toy. Yeah, it's always tails, except when it's not. Okay, so let's see how this is. I have yet to build a figurized standard kit. So this will be interesting. Start with the head on this one. Figure eyes, and they're good. I thought it was a good line. I'm looking for runner D. So that's a great kit. Also, they were amplified though, which is the Fuselemon. Good evening, gents. Hi, Nick. What's up, Johnny Mecha Hand? How's it going? Plastic is smooth, and the pre-printed part is kind of neat. The MUI Goku going to do the new spec for you soon. They call it best to everyone tonight. Casting call. Hood night crew call. No worries. See you later, Doug. Done a lot more ABS sections than I anticipated. All right, one done. Okay, C1 and A3. So first runner C. That would be this one. This is where there are early winners and the back prizes. Would you be able to give away coupons? We've given away, sometimes we give away patches, stickers, posters, things like that. When there's no backup prizes, we'll see, especially with such an early win. C1. Try to get some sleep. Have a good one, everyone. See you later. Put a signed Mecha Warehouse coin as backup. See, the coins are Discord only, so you'd have to be on the Discord, and I don't know how you sign a coin. I think there's a technical challenge there. Toss these runners in that backup pile. Where was that? There we go. One of these days, I want to take these runner clips and embed little magnets in the bottom, like little neodymium magnets, and then take a metal piece of steel or something to use as a base, and you can slide them around on it. The Dumpling News segment this week. Oh, glad you liked it. Probably here, so A3. There are a few really cool announcements this time around. Some stuff that I think is going to be exciting. What is this supposed to be? Is this like the front of the neck? I guess so. And then this is the edge of her hair. Okay, an A7 and A13. Some people tried out the UC Engage game. That's a great question. I definitely haven't, but I haven't gotten around to a lot of stuff. The only main game I've been playing the last week or so has been that Open RA Red Alert with my son, but curious. Game's a bit of a generous term. Tried to download Engage, but couldn't. Said my phone wasn't compatible. Good evening. What's up, Hasaki Art? Welcome. Well, that's not the best review if it's really beating up about it. was a mobile game. Thanks, Nick. How you doing, man? I'm doing well. Surviving. Just got it's like Fire Emblem Heroes but with Gundam, so it's just gacha. Heard it was auto chess. Most of it is auto played. Downloaded, then I had to wait a few days for it to actually launch, and then I had to download 6 gigs of updates, and I forgot because I was at work. I like it's more of a 3D virtual forum Discord, which isn't even a new thing. Not impressed so far. Well, I won't worry about not checking it out then. And the removal of this plastic has been a piece of cake compared to the governor. I see the eyes are water slides. Oh, those are stickers. So we got Moon Gun Animation Acting Cage. Sensor dry rub, apparently. Paint there and freaked out until I realized my cut mask is supposed to be dirty. We're upset that they shaped out Gun Revolution. Yeah, it didn't last super long, did it? Nothing Bandai makes last long. GPO2 is probably their longest online game. Evolution was a bad Overwatch clone, better to make a Gundam game. That's true. Honestly, but with I feel they didn't make grinding a full-time job. So Overwatch with Gundam skins on it, so Electro Identity. We'll say now Metaverse probably has 6 months until shutdown. That can't be a great way to recoup your investment. I can't imagine that spending potentially years developing something like that. To then can it in 6 months. That's a really interesting construction there. Okay, 1, 2, 4, and 5. Apparently some really sharp parts. I just realized I was talking about the Metaverse thing, not engaged. It's been a long day. We were talking about Bandai Online in general. I was gonna mobile breaker back in June. It hurt a lot. 4 years gone. I wonder if that impacts people's desire to play some of these games. So it kind of sucks to commit to a game and play it, and then it's supposed to have long-term playability. You put all this time in, you build up your character, or get your stats up, or collect stuff, whatever, and then it all goes away. If you know there's a track record of games getting dumped kind of early, or fairly quickly, I could see not wanting to jump on it. Break with a solid mobile game. I'll say this, Nick, it doesn't make you want to pay for loot boxes or other microtransactions. Right. Does for me, I never drop any money for mobile games because then it's just some lost free time. I guess you and I value free time differently, because I'd be really annoyed if I invested a lot of time in a game and it disappeared. Probably more so if I put money into it, but I don't get attached to Gundam games because they always flounder and it's upsetting. I feel like they should just partner with like a major game studio. They'd probably have better luck. overly attached to a gacha online game servers are going to shut down someday. Say from South Gundam and probably AC6. But it's like the online games, some of them last a long time, right? World of Warcraft is still around, and there's a lot of MMOs that are still playable. So they don't all disappear. I mean, maybe eventually they will. I think the worst, most evil one probably is just the way I engage with mobile games. I don't put a whole lot of time into them anyways. It's usually something better I can do with my time. That's probably true. And I know because so many teams, connections to make an actual Gundam Battle Network style game. Now with VR, mind you, with the world, build environments, mission type servers, etc. Yeah, I mean, they really just need to build the game for build divers. You know, they realistically implemented one, obviously. On this Thompson start a stream. Complicated arm. The layering of these hair parts is interesting too. This is definitely a nice change of pace from a typical kit. Got the SAO license, experience of all things, just copy paste Gundam and it would probably sell. Working in MG Zcock probably, trying to fend off my 2-year-old. Yeah, it's gotta be fun. Trying to do anything with kids around is tricky. Past few nights, didn't do anything so much as like pick up my phone while I'm holding the baby, and she starts freaking out. I'm doing nothing but hold her. She's fine. If I start doing anything else, not so happy. I'm going to call it a night later. All happy building. See you later, Matthew. Shabaka Dynasty War games were the best use of Gundam in my opinion. Haven't played any of those. Can't say I've played much in the way of Gundam games, really. Alright, 88. Guitar's hitting good right now. Whoops. They wanted MS Saga 2 game. The first one was amazing. It even had a complete original story. Who wrote doesn't like being cradled, must be held upright. And well, since he flails, 2 hands must be available. Yeah, it's my daughter's trying to kick her way out of our hands at times. It's like, where are you trying to go? Yeah, I feel like if they made a Gundam game that I was going to play, it would have to have its own story. Because, I don't know, I can't stand the idea of playing a game that follows, like, another story, for the most part. You know, like, I don't want to play a game based on a movie where you go through the entire, like, movie, basically. Because it's either enough different where it annoys me that it's different, like, hey, that's not how the story goes, or it's exactly the same and you know exactly what's going to happen next. Alright, A11 and 12. I hope I'll enjoy the PS2 games when I get around to emulate them. To this day, MS Saga is one of a few games with an original story. Mates, how's everyone doing? How's the new kiddo doing? Good, we're doing well. Thanks for asking, SP. I'm just waiting for Calmly Drop Game, JK. GBN game literally copy Bandai Namco's SAO gun game plot. The character getting invited by a friend to GBN, find newborn L diver, adventure begins. Yeah. I mean, again, like, divers would be a great game to try to essentially build the same game. You have various missions, you level up, you go play against other guilds or whatever. Seems kind of perfect. There's so many parts just for this character's hair. I figured there had to be only a few parts on something like this. That's kind of crazy. Get that done. Alright. It's actually super detailed. Okay. A6. So many best player outfits. Yeah, there's all sorts of options for microtransactions in a game like that. Titan suit, that'd be 10,000 GPN points. Also armor and weapon parts. Yeah, a lot of opportunity there. I could sell superficial versions of a lot of the parts to like build your mobile suit or whatever, or your character avatar outside your mobile suit. They just are just different versions of the same ones. Rather than the existing ones, but look different. Okay, 5 and 6. What I found entertaining lately watching Warhammer players try Gunpla for the first time. Oh man, they get their minds blown. In Canada, not be rapid fire. Best get you the hot part yourself, buy it off from the player, buy it from NPC shops. I say is you want the shield that deflects at whatever stats increases your defense by 3. You can buy it, you can make it, whatever, but you want the shield that looks a little special, but also does defense by 3. You charge somebody $1 for it or something. Yeah, it could easily put them actually come with Gaberts and player towns, right? You could make it specific to the game and include special awards and bonus codes and whatever. Alright. So head is done. Okay, B16 and 20. Avatar: The Last Airbender quest for balance game a week ago for the Switch, and it's pretty fun, especially if you're a fan of the show. That's cool. Could have in-game tournaments where the winner gets special kit or the custom becomes a P-Bandai release. Be interesting. What's up, Arrow? Welcome back, Mark D. Okay, B16. I'm getting klutzy. Hook internal, so I never got that surface, but I did never got the surface. So random subject change. I was watching right before the stream tonight, minibricks.co on YouTube. It's a YouTube channel that does a lot of diorama builds and 3D printing and stuff like that. And I think I realized today that, well, I thought the channel was one person before. It's seeming like it's a bunch of essentially nameless, faceless people. Just curious if anybody else watches the channel and realized that too. Never going to just think, Nick, you could be blasting with heavy arms in your own personal colors in the cityscape of 08th MS Team. When everyone loves the concept of Build Divers GBN, but seems to prefer Re-Rise to OG Build Divers when Re-Rise spent as much time as possible not interacting with the game at all. So I think, for me, I like the idea of the game. It's a game I would play. What I don't like is the story. Was basically the whole series was spent essentially defining and describing the game. And it's only like the last 3 or 4 episodes actually have any sort of weight to them. You know, you're in a game, nobody can actually die. You can't actually lose. Oh no, you lost some points. You respawn in town. Just not super compelling. Whereas Re-Rise kind of fixes that very early on and kind of adds stakes to the game. I'm not sure you could do Re-Rise without really defining the whole game like that. It's kind of necessary in some ways, but it was boring to watch. At least at the beginning. Probably mod a Skylanders base and use Gundam instead of the figures. So Re-Rise didn't add stakes to the game since they were offered another dimension. It did though, because if they suffered in that, if they died in that dimension, they could die in the real world, I think was the implication. Or somebody could die, somebody had real consequences even if it wasn't the players. Yeah, I think the planet that Re-Rise takes place on is in the real world, but in a far-off galaxy. Yeah, it's something like that, right? Even if they were stuck in the game somewhere, but they had real lives or whatever. That's I think kind of the premise of the whole Eldiver thing in the original. I think as long as somebody has real consequences, then it can stay interesting. Rise was so bad. The OG Divers was about saving creation in your life. One more fights with grunt suit teams with melee that gets determined by plot armor. OG was about that in the end, but for the most part it was really about level gunpla. Yeah, like I feel like Re-Rise, you could almost skip to the last like 5 episodes and be good. Unfortunately. Let's say advised, but in the case of Re-Rise has lesser for an intergalactic. Okay. B17 and A14. Things love to fall apart. Well, we didn't get to see a proper Hyuya Kujo versus Meiji Kawaguchi battle, but man, that T2. Okay. A14. I think one good way of putting it is people want divers, but with the MC Re-Rise in terms of growth. MC, what does MC stand for? Probably something obvious, but apparently my lack of sleep or whatever is harming my ability to think about the heart that comes with that Siletta kit yet. Not yet. Main character. Ah, I see. I probably should have been able to deduce that one. Skywriter, I'm not sure that they're saying necessarily the main character itself, but just the like character arc or risk to the main character. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but like there's nothing wrong with the characters in the original Build Divers. To me, it was just they could have done a better job to add consequences to the story and have things feel meaningful prior to the end. Like, yeah, I just think the stakes can leave the story that aren't as fun and are too dreary. I mean, that's true, but I mean, they probably could have come up with stakes that weren't as consequential, even if it's an earlier plot line. Like, I don't know, there's some in-game tournament or something that if you don't place high enough, you get eliminated from the game somehow, or have to restart and don't know who each other are. Like, they've some way of doing that. It's just they spent like 20 episodes building a world, which is okay, but it was hard to watch. I guess we had to force ourselves to keep going at the beginning. I don't think you need the stakes penalty at all. You go to tournament art just for the sake of tournament. Notation stakes is enough, really. Sure, right. There could have been. It doesn't have to be even a consequence, a negative consequence, as much as maybe it's a positive consequence. You want to be declared the Build Divers champions of the season. Your tournaments win exclusive gunplay. If you lose out forever, pay piece. Right, like there's probably something they could have done to keep things interesting in the meantime while they're waiting to get to the final story. Mark D, I think you're way behind on the stream right now. I think it's more the folks like the slightly more mature MC struggling to find their place in GVN. Again, the kid that powers through pure shonen style. The rehashes as is everything. Problems it took so long to establish a world, they didn't have any time to see characters playing it. Right. That's kind of what I'm getting at. It's like you almost need it in order to build up enough of the world, but they either should have cut some corners on that to have a longer story for the second half, or something, found a way to build up the world in a more interesting way. We're doing a bit late. Hey Nick and everyone, how's it going? Good. Got 2 Mark Ds again. Check key points when applying engraving stickers on the reverse when applying engraving stickers. Is there a I am not following this engraving stickers thing. So we'll be able to make an anime there. Well, there'd be a suspicious amount of hentai omens. Could have done a series just focused on different viewpoints of GPN from various teams who end up competing against each other in some finale. It's like a dry transfer. Oh, I see. So there's stickers and then there's engraving stickers. I see. Oh, I get it. It's like a dry transfer. Okay, leave some excess space. Wipe off dirt. Apply stickers to fill the desired position. From an object, just a round tip. The round tip such as a ballpoint pen to firmly apply them. After applying the sticker, carefully peel back the film while checking that it's transferred. After transferring it, hold it down with a cotton swab and fix it in place. That's really cool and a little bit nerve-wracking. Has anyone done these before? I'm wondering if I should attempt these or if I should hold off and do them next time, maybe. So I'll probably hold off. Maybe I'll come back and do those. One, when I got more time, and B, I'm not as tired. So I gotta figure out too if I should do those after top coat, if I'm gonna top coat this. Okay, C4 and C5. About 3 figurized kits, but I haven't done a single one yet. Jointed neck, look at that. Pay to see Rommel's various sub-teams on screen for more than an episode. I want to know how they came to be, what they had for a forest nest, etc. It's easier to apply with more of body assembly, at least when I did it. It might be. I can always take stuff back apart if I need to. But for all I know, I'll want to do it after I top coat or something. I gotta look it up. Yeah, I mean, they could have easily done a episode arc or multiple episode arcs for various teams to kind of build up the world that way. Focus on these different characters and have them ultimately interact with the main character, so to speak. To help build that connection to them, but build up things and maybe have a little short-term. Put more weight on each little battle or each mission as having some sort of consequence or value gained, fight to gain or assert dominance, stuff like that. And looks at some of these pictures, I might want to paint this tie and the epaulets too. That's some gold from the Gundam marker or something. thing with OG Build Divers. Anyone here watch Skate the Infinity? I don't think I did. I'm not familiar. Okay, A16. Okay, then B 18 and 19 and 21. No, first time hearing about it. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Here to escape the Infinity Cherry and Joe, basically Sherry and Timberwolf. Interesting. The same characters, different font. We're almost motivated to do what he did because of the subordinate's current condition, IRL, but we never know why. It could have been art detailing that should be in the sub-bio to keeping some folks stable. Visuals look interesting, like put on my watch list. What's it about? The Infinity is about two guys and skateboarding. Is that like an anime? Skateboard anime. Interesting. Watch these sort of things every once in a while. Last sports anime was Blue Lock. Good show, but it's LGBTQ show, nothing explosive is definitely there. The dub is wild. Anyway, it's amazing shit. Interesting. Alright, so I got this piece done. There. This goes in here. And then this goes right up into there. Which is going to take people guards where to watch. No one Is a fan G, which you bat an eye. Okay. Alright. Guess the hips go up into this. Compared to a Gundam, it feels like a really long torso. Okay, C7, C6. Worse as a play gets a chore. Maybe I'm just not in mind frame for it. What, excuse me. What's different about it? Pretty sure the arrowhead would fit in the neck of Soletta. It might. Hey Nick, have there been any winners? Yeah, someone won on the first draw tonight. This. Okay. Be 30 times 2. So put more size on perfect hard gloss, it can be hard to get them to stick without sliding. Gotcha. Are you using a setter? I think if not, that would probably help. And 22. I was worried about the solid properties of setter. Just take a piece of the runner and liberally coat it. So the coating would stand though. I would think it would be able to, but if you're worried about it, I would take a few pieces of the runner and slather some on there. If you're really worried about it, I'd even like dunk some in it and leave it overnight and see what happens. It'd be kind of an absolute worst case. If it survives that, then thin coating wouldn't be too bad. Upside down, that's why. There we go. Concerns potential residue, so use it sparingly. Nothing I noticed that on the perfect mirror finish, the clear parts and decals look a bit hazy. Yeah, I think that you'd have risk a higher risk of silvering and things like that. How could weaken everyone? Got to cut out short. New puppy is doing the outside dance. Have a great weekend, everyone. Thanks for the stream, Nick. No problem. Thank you for joining us tonight, Lego Yoda. See you later. All right, B29. This might be the last part. Plastic so far has been pretty much a dream to work with for seeing a mold line removal. Seeing it real nice and easy. Could go my fast. Next stream might be the last. Yeah, it might be. Definitely seems like pretty simple kits with basically like three runners with a few small ones, so nothing wrong with that. So get this piece, and then that goes up into there. Yeah, so head on there too. So we got the head and torso. Arms and legs probably won't be that hard to do. It seems like nubs and seams are coming off, molds are coming off very easy. Got the harrow and the stand and stuff, but should be a quick build and be on to the next one. All right. So with that said, that is the end of the stream tonight. I think go relieve Kate and see how she's doing with the baby. So otherwise, I guess I will see you guys all next week, 8:30 p.m. Eastern next Saturday. Don't forget, if you want a Hexa Gear kit like the governor I built earlier today, or this weekend, be a great time to do that. Hexa Gear, 15% off all Hexa Gear. And otherwise, see you all next week.